The Samsung Galaxy S27 Ultra is shaping up to be one of the most important Android flagships of 2027. While it's still early, multiple leaks and insider reports are already painting a clear picture of what to expect from Samsung's next Ultra phone, from a radical new battery technology to upgraded cameras, a custom Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6 Pro chip, and a new Polar ID security system in this extended breakdown. We'll walk through everything rumored so far about the Galaxy S27 Ultra release date, expected price, design, camera setup, display, battery, software, hardware, and whether it's actually worth waiting for over the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Let's dive into what the leaks are telling us about Samsung's 2027 Super flagship Galaxy S27 Ultra. Key leaks and expected upgrades early. Reports and tipster leaks suggest that the Galaxy S27 Ultra will focus heavily on 4 areas: battery life, camera performance, processing power, and advanced security. Here's a quick overview of the biggest rumored changes versus the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Potential adoption of silicon-carbon battery technology, enabling a massive jump in capacity and energy density. A new 200MP main camera sensor with possible variable aperture support for better low-light photography and natural background blur. A custom Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6 Pro processor, reportedly built on a 2nm process with near desktop class clock speeds. A new biometric system called Polar ID for advanced authentication, and spoof-proof security leaks indicating that up to 3 cameras on the S27 Ultra may be replaced or significantly upgraded. Internal tests on battery capacities up to 12,000 mAh, 18,000 mAh, and even 20,000 mAh, with realistic expectations pointing toward a huge bump over 5,000 mAh, possibly into the approximately 7,000 mAh range. Possibility that Samsung may remove the classic 3x telephoto camera, changing the long-standing quad camera layout on the Ultra line. Design language expected to remain familiar, following the S26 Ultra's visual identity with subtle refinements. Instead of a radical redesign, S Pen support likely to stay, despite earlier rumors that it might be removed for a thinner device. A rumored Galaxy S27 Pro variant that could launch alongside the Ultra, offering a slightly smaller display and no S Pen while sharing many high-end specs. Galaxy S27 Ultra release date. When is it expected to launch? Samsung's Galaxy S series traditionally arrives early in the calendar year, and current leaks suggest that the Galaxy S27 Ultra will follow the same pattern. Expected announcement window: January or February 2027. Likely event: a full in-person Galaxy Unpacked event, simulcast online worldwide companion models, Galaxy S27, Galaxy S27, plus possible Galaxy S27 Pro. Positioned between the Plus and Ultra based on Samsung's usual playbook, you can expect a high-profile unpacked keynote where the Galaxy S27 Plus, S27 Pro, if real, and S27 Ultra are unveiled together. A pre-order window of around 7 to 10 days. Immediately following the event, official retail availability roughly 10 days after announcement, depending on region and carrier. The rumored Galaxy S27 Pro is one of the more interesting wrinkles this generation. Leaks describe it as a compact flagship alternative, a smaller screen, no S Pen, but camera hardware and performance closer to the Ultra than the standard S27 or S27 Plus. If it ships, it could give buyers a powerful, more manageable device that still sits above the Plus line. Galaxy S27 Ultra price. What will it cost? No concrete price leaks for the Galaxy S27 Ultra have surfaced yet, but we can infer some trends from Samsung's recent moves. The Galaxy S26 and S26 Plus saw price increases, and the higher storage S26 Ultra variants also got more expensive. Memory and component shortages projected for the 2027 timeframe suggest additional pressure on pricing. With that in mind, expectations are base price likely to match or slightly exceed the Galaxy S26 Ultra's starting price. Higher storage tiers, 512GB and 1TB, could see steeper pricing due to memory cost and scarcity. The rumored Galaxy S27 Pro would probably sit between the S27 Plus and S27 Ultra in price, offering a more affordable path into Ultra-like performance without the S Pen or the huge display. On the deals front, Samsung and carriers are almost certain to push aggressive trade-in offers, as they do every cycle, Samsung.com. Enhanced trade and credits, bonus store credit, bundle promos like Galaxy Buds or Galaxy Watch discounts, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and others. Trade in promotions that can bring the entry storage tier close to free with eligible devices, deals tied to new lines, premium unlimited plans, or multi-line discounts. Expect the usual pattern. The Galaxy S27 Ultra will look expensive at list price, but far more accessible once trade-in and carrier incentives are factored in. Galaxy S27 Ultra camera, major sensor overhauls and possible variable aperture. The camera system is one area where early leaks point to substantial upgrades over the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Several reputable tipsters, including Digital Chat Station and ICU, have shared information about Samsung's plans for the S27 Ultra's optics. New 200MP main sensor with wider dynamic range. Samsung is reportedly working on a new ISOCELL HPA sensor, a larger 1.12-inch main sensor, which could be modified into a commercial version, sometimes referred to as HP6 in leaks. This sensor is said to maintain a 200MP resolution. Like the current Ultra series, support LOFIC lateral overflow integration capacitor technology, which improves dynamic range, helping preserve detail in highlights and shadows. Potentially come in at around 1.3 inches in final form, while still delivering performance close to the larger 1.12-inch variant. Rumored camera configuration. Based on current leaks, the Galaxy S27 Ultra could feature a setup along these lines: 200MP main camera with new ISOCELL HPA, HP6 class sensor, 50MP ULTRA, wide camera, 50MP telephoto periscope zoom camera with a wider aperture than before, 10MP 3x optical zoom camera, though some reports say this 3x may be dropped, 12MP selfie camera, reportedly with an upgraded sensorized universe, has suggested that 3 of the S27 Ultra's sensors may be replaced or upgraded. The main camera, the ultra-wide camera, the front selfie camera. In that scenario, only one telephoto module would carry over or remain similar to the S26 Ultra, albeit with enhancements like a wider lens aperture for better low-light shots. Possible removal of the 3x telephoto. One of the more controversial leaks claims the Galaxy S27 Ultra may abandon the dedicated 3x telephoto camera, which has been part of Ultra-class phones for 6 generations. If Samsung does drop the 3x, the Ultra would move from a quad camera to a triple camera rear design. Samsung could rely on high-resolution cropping from the main sensor, combined with advanced image processing, to cover the 3x focal length. The remaining telephoto periscope lens could get a brighter aperture, capturing more light and improving zoom performance in darker environments. Variable aperture. Rumor tipster Smart Pikachu has also claimed that the S27 Ultra's new 200MP main sensor may include variable aperture support. If true, this would allow the lens to physically change the size of its opening, similar to what's been rumored for the iPhone 18 Pro. Wide aperture, lower f-number, better low light performance, stronger background, blur bokeh 4, portraits. Narrow aperture, higher f-number, more of the scene in sharp focus, useful for landscapes and bright daylight. Variable aperture would make the S27 Ultra's main camera far more adaptable, giving users improved control over depth of field and sharpness in different lighting conditions. Galaxy S27 Pro camera expectations. Leaked details about the rumored Galaxy S27 Pro suggest that it might share some of the S27 Ultra's core imaging, HARDWARE, to 200MP primary camera, 50MP ultra-wide camera. Both are said to be using the same brand new sensors that are expected to debut on the S27 Ultra, meaning the Pro model could offer near ultra-level photo performance, just in a more compact and slightly less feature-rich body. Galaxy S27 Ultra storage option. Storage expectations for the Galaxy S27 Ultra are conservative and in line with current flagship standards. Most leaks indicate that Samsung will keep the familiar trio of internal storage capacities: 256 GB, 512 GB, 1 TB. These mirrors the S26 Ultra and most of the modern flagship field. At this level, the primary differentiators will be price jumps between tiers, especially as memory costs fluctuate. Cloud versus local storage balance. Given Samsung's ongoing integration with cloud services, micro SD support is not expected to return. Galaxy S27 Ultra design, familiar shape. Subtle refinement stent. Expect the Galaxy S27 Ultra to look radically different from the S26 Ultra. Renders and design leaks are still scarce, but early reports consistently hint at continuity rather than revolution. The Galaxy S26 Ultra already introduced a redesigned camera island to visually unify it. With the rest of the S26 lineup, small refinements rather than wholesale changes to the slab style. Ultra silhouette dot for the S27 Ultra. The current expectations are overall shape and footprint very similar to the S26 Ultra dot, no major changes to button placement, S Pen slot position, or the general rear camera arrangement. Aside from sensor swaps, no drastic reduction in thickness, largely due to the preservation of S Pen support and the constraints of new battery tech.